Ready to learn how I come up with card ideas using card sketches? Well, today I am using the new paper pumpkin that just came in with the new stamp set, and I'll be using sketch number 3 from my ebook, 30 Sketches with Examples. So let me make sure, check my notes here. I'm Kristina Reese, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. For those of you guys who don't know me, hi, welcome, good morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, all the links and everything are in the description below. Also, before we get started, however, I've got a few things about Stampin' Up! I want to share with you this week. So, first of all, we're using the paper pumpkin for February 2019 on this card idea example, this alternative. And when we opened our box this month, we got a little flyer. If you can read that, it says Stampin' Up! Is turning 6. And if you are not a subscriber, well, first of all, if you are a subscriber, your March kit will have an extra stamp set in it. So that's your present. Hey, Kathy! That is your present that you will get in the March kit. If you are not a subscriber, you need to sign up before March 10th to get this extra stamp set. So, how are you guys getting a big snowstorm still up in Michigan? Down here in Texas, we are having rain. So I know we've got turbulence in the atmosphere. Anyways, I'm talking to Kathy, you guys. So back to what I was talking about, Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkins turning 6. They're giving a present to everybody, an extra stamp set. All right, the second thing I want to tell you about before I get started is if you did not know, Stampin' Up! From January to March, January, February, March, do a big sale. And the sale is you purchase $50 in product and you get free items. So we're right in the middle of that. We're in the middle of February, so in the middle of celebration. And they have released 3 new items, and they are so cute. So I want to show those to you. All right, the first one is this stamp set, which, by the way, on my Facebook page, I posted a video. The Stampin' Up! Headquarters released a video on using this stamp set with the Stamparatus. Oh my gosh, wow, you can really do some cute stuff, layering and multi-step stamping and things like that. So this stamp set, you look at it and you go, that's all right, but gosh, when you see the things that the Stampin' Up! Team did with this, you'll want to get it. So that's free with a $50 order. The next one is this embossing folder. Whoops, I'm having a little difficulty here. And I just ordered this one myself. Can't wait for it to come in. And you can see how they have painted the embossed flowers raised up on that white cardstock. And then you can kind of see the raised dimensions on the blue cardstock. So that is an embossing folder, really pretty flowers. And the last one, now this one is with a $100 purchase. It is a bundle set, and it is this beautiful designer series paper and that stamp set right there, if you can see that. Those beautiful flowers and pine cones and leaves. So that's really pretty. Painted Seasons bundle, and that's with $100. So those are 3 brand new items they just released last week with your purchases. Oh, Kathy says no snow today, but a bit of a break. And yes, I'm sure it's on the way. Winter is just beginning for some people. Others, it's been around for a while. So, oh my goodness, really waiting for spring. Love spring. Okay, back to what I was talking about. So that is our celebration. Our last thing I want to mention before I get started are my nails. I know my nails are not beautiful nails, but this nail polish helps. And I have a friend, and she sells Jamberry, and this is their new, well, it's called Succulent. And the reason I decided to wear this today was because the Stampin' Up! Paper pumpkin this month is succulent. So I want to give a shout out to Amanda, and I will tag her in this video so you guys can find her. She is awesome, and she has gorgeous nails. But anyways, so that's that. Let's get started. So, hey, Amanda. See my nails? Okay. The sketch that I'm using today is called, or is number 3. So out of my ebook, so we're going to create a card from the new paper pumpkin. Now, I'm going to pull the camera down so you guys can see it. Oh, well, not compared to your nails, Amanda, but the color is gorgeous. I will tell you that. So, so here we go, tilting you guys down. And I'm going to open the box here for you. So when you get your paper pumpkin, oh, if you don't know what a paper pumpkin is, so it's our monthly subscription kit. And they gave us a clue as to what was going to be in this kit. They released a video with how they came up with this beautiful paper, and they told us what colors. They didn't tell us exactly what the kit was going to be because that's always a surprise, but they do kind of give you a hint to tease you. I'm going to pull this up closer so you can see. These are the cards that they gave all the supplies and directions to create. So these are beautiful thank you cards and thinking of you cards. The stamp set, every paper pumpkin comes with a stamp set, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not very well. Actually, if I turn it around, you guys can probably read it better. There it is. Be kinder to yourself and let your kindness, does that say, flood the world? Is that not the coolest saying? Love that. And then I'm just going to read them. It's easier this way. Okay, so they have a big U, and then they have a little are beautiful and are wonderful. So you are beautiful, you are wonderful. Then it's got a thank you over here. And down at the bottom, it says, life is tough, but so are you. So those are really cute. And then the focal image is this succulent in a cup, and then some like background stamps. These are little plus signs, little swervies, little stars. So that is your stamp set for this month. And every month you get a free stamp set and you get a free ink spot. So this is the color Fresh Fig. And when you open your kit, it has all the pieces. So this month they gave us black and white twine. Oh, and it looks like we've got some bling in here too. Let me see what this bling is. And of course, they give you all the adhesives that you need. So these are glue dots and dimensionals. Oh, aren't those beautiful? They're kind of a clear epoxy dot. So those are really neat. All right, put that to the side. And then they give you the envelopes for your cards. Vellum, gray cardstock. And then this is what they were showing us on the video, how they created this paper. Is that so pretty or what? And look, my succulent nail polish goes with it. Isn't that cute? Whoops, there we go. So they must have, they showed how they had a ceramic pot in the shape of these letters, and so they planted those succulents in that. Took a picture, and then finally, whoops, there we go. The little teacups with the succulent, which is what the stamp is. It's a teacup with the succulent in it. So that's our background paper, our designer paper. Then here are our card bases. Oh, and it looks like we've got some black striped ones also. Those are cool. Those are the bases. Then they have, these are all stickers. I don't know if you can see, they're like different shaped stickers for stamping the sayings on. And what is this here? Oh, and black cardstock for the black ones. All right, so that's it. So they've put everything in the box. Happiness, craftiness in a box that you get every month. It's so fun. All right, so I'm putting that there. Now, I'm not going to create the card that they showed me. They are going to, oh, what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to take this card sketch here, whoops, right here, and we're going to create this card with our stamp set. Now, what I like to do, I'm not going to use the designer paper in my alternative card or these stickers, because I do want to make the cards that they gave all the stuff for. What I'm doing is taking the stamp set and creating an alternative card. That way, when you're finished making the kit, these are some ideas that you can use with your stamp set so that it doesn't just sit there forever, okay, after you finish the kit. All right, the first thing on my sketch, and let me pull the sketch here so you guys can see it, is I need to create this focal point here. Now, in my example, I have a pair of cowboy boots that I watercolored. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the same idea, but instead, obviously, of the watercolor, the cowboy boots, I'm going to do the succulents in the teacup. So I need some watercolor paper, and I need my stamp, and I need some ink. Now, because I'm going to do watercolor, I want to use Stays On ink. Stays On is an alcohol, good grief, my scissors are stuck to the magnet on the back. Stays On is an alcohol-based ink, and it will not bleed with the water from the aqua painters that I'm going to be using to color with. So I have those. Also, these are photopolymer stamps, so there's no foam cushion behind them. So you need to use the foam pad that comes in either with your Stamparatus, or if you're doing it just with a regular, if you're just going to use a regular acrylic block, you need to make sure you have a foam pad underneath so that you get a good clean image, stamped image. But I like the Stamparatus when using watercolor paper, because watercolor paper is very textured and sometimes you don't get a clean image, and it is so hard to re-stamp once you've stamped an image if you don't have a positioning tool like this, like our Stamparatus. So I'm going to peel off my cup. There we go. And I'm just going to place it. I know I'm going to be cutting a circle out, and these are from, this circle is the stitched layered circle, and I measured that, and so I knew that fit, so I used this size here. And then this one is from our layering circles, the scallop, and I'm going to cut out a piece of cardstock to layer behind this. All right, so we just put our little image there, and we press down our plate and we pick it up. Now, of course, if the paper comes up, you just stick it right back in the corner there, and it's going to be in the same spot. So then I need my Stays On ink. And sometimes I get a good image the first time. Other times I don't. But I did. I got a great image the first time. Good job. All right, so I'm finished with this then, and I'll just clean that up later. All right, to paint my succulents here, I need some color. So I am, where are my, oh, here they are. So my succulent leaves are going to be lemon lime twist, and the tips of them are going to be a little bit of the fresh fig. And I'll show you how I do that. Then this mint macaron is going to be the teacup. So, and the way I get ink is I just squish my pad together like this, real good, and I get ink on the case, and so that works like a painter's palette. So first, oh, and I also want to make sure I have no color, oh, excuse me, no color on my, see, I have a little red there. Yikes, that would not be good. So make sure that's cleaned off. So I'm just squeezing my aqua painter and getting color out of there. Ooh, there is a lot of red on there. You know what? I'm going to switch aqua painters. I'm going to use that with the fresh fig. All right, let's try this one. There, that's clear. Okay, so I want to just get water all over this. There we go. Okay. And I just simply, I'm just painting the leaves, just kind of coming in and getting a little color on each leaf. And that's the cool thing about watercolor, is it just kind of stays wherever you've put water. That's why I did that wash. And I'll go back and shade. Just right now, I just want to get some color in here. And then I'll put a little darker once that dries. Okay, now, as I'm looking at my stamp, now that I'm seeing more detail, I can see that it looks like some of the dirt is showing here and here, and then the teacup edge. And that is not a problem. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Oh, well, we'll switch and make the teacup lemon lime twist. I was going to make the leaves lemon lime twist. Oh, well. Love, love live TV. Okay, I do need brown, and I forgot to pull that out. There we go. All right, so I have soft suede for my dirt, and I just kind of squish the pad a little bit. And I got some brown, just a little bit. All righty. And clean off my brush. Oops. There we go. Okay. Got just a little bit of that brown right there. Oh, you know what? Okay, when I did that wash, I forgot the cup has water on it too, so the brown is bleeding. Not a problem, I can pick that up. But I am gonna go and kind of get the water off of the cup. Yay, live TV, so fun. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, so that's my brown. I'm gonna make that a little darker once that dries. Okay. Oh, I really wish I hadn't made my succulents. Rambling on. Okay, let's, this is how I make these succulents look like the ones in the picture. Okay, I'm just going to put a little tip of this just where the tip of the succulent is, okay? Just like they are in nature. They have like this dark red at the tip. Okay. All right. And then, like I said, I needed to go back in and get these leaves a little darker. Just so I'm going to come in here and kind of put some shading. And I just put the shading on one side of the leaves, kind of giving it the illusion that the light is coming from one side. All right. And it's a watercolor, so I'm not really that worried about it being perfect. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, I like that. Now we've got our succulent painted, and my dirt is just not very dark. I really wish that was darker. That's okay. Okay, I need to paint my teacup, which I'm kind of bummed that I did that I did my macaron on my. I don't think the teacup's going to look very good as lemon lime twist. I tell you what, let's have a change of color. Let's do a blue teacup. Yeah, let's do a blue. And this is pool party. So this is totally random off the cuff here. We don't know if it'll work or not, but it'll be fun trying. There we go. Okay. Make sure yeah, I still have green on there. Okay, now it's clean. Now I do want to put some water on my teacup because I'm sure it's dry by now. Not too much though. Okay. All right, now, there we go. Yeah. Kind of lighten it as it comes to the center where the light would hit it. Okay. I'm going to take the heat gun and heat this up so that I can put a second layer. That's so light. Okay. And let's put a little more color on there. Okay, if I play with this anymore, it's gonna look crazy. So we're just stopping there. Looks good, love it. All right, so we're finished with our teacup. Now we need to work up the rest of this. Now, these are the thoughts here. Because I'm trying to just use the stamp set and no other products, except for cardstock, my example here has designer series paper, but we're going to create our own designer series paper. So I'm going to take a piece of mint macaron, and I'm going to randomly stamp this teacup all over it in mint macaron. And so it'll be like a tone on tone, and it'll kind of create like a background paper. So let me grab a piece of mint macaron. I forgot to do that earlier. There we go. And I know that, let's see, I don't have that in there. So this card sketch has a border. So this is where you can see the card base. And I am making my card base in the fresh fig. So we're going to put this right there like that, which will measure at 4 and 5.5. So let me cut that. That out of the way. So I want it at 5 1/4. I need my blade. There we go. By 4. Okay. And now I'm going to take my teacup, and I'm not going to use my Stamparatus this time because I want it all over. Grab it off of here. All right. And I need my block. There we go. And I need my mint macaron. All right, so this is a tone on tone to just kind of give me some background paper here. So this is an easy way to create your own designer series paper. And I'm not even going to stay in the lines. So I'm kind of just a little bit of the handle there. Go. Okay, so now I've created my own designer series paper. Let me lift that up for you guys to see. See? Cool, huh? All right, now also my stamp pad did get ink on it, so I want to clean that off. And I just take a baby wipe. Whee! Okay, and clean that off so that doesn't get on anything. Okay, and just clean off my stamp real quick. All right. Okay, that away. Now, I'm going to go cut out my teacup and this piece. This is going to be my layered circle here, and this in my Big Shot right behind me. So give me 2 seconds to do this. All right, come on. Go, 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 go. So if you've just come onto my Facebook Live and you don't see me, I'm over here cutting on my Big Shot here. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Now, I have my teacup and I have the mat that's going to go behind it like that. Put these back over there. Scrap paper. Okay, and my card base. So here is my card base. I'm just kind of layering it all up. I'm going back to my sketch here. I also have a strip of paper down here at the bottom and then a banner where the saying goes. So let me get these on there like that. All right, and I'm looking here and you know, I think I'm going to go with white. So let me get some scrap white here. There we go. Okay. That's for the banners to stamp the sentiment on, but I do need a piece, a layer like behind this. So do I want to stay with the fresh fig, or let me think here. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute, I've got an idea. Okay, I'm really going outside the box here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a strip for down here. I want the fresh fig, but I don't want like a piece of cardstock fresh fig. But I could create fresh fig paper with my aqua painter. So, here we go, and I need to make sure I have enough for my sentiment. So I'm going to go with 1 1/4 inch width of fresh fig paper. Okay, and then I am going to put a strip that is, well, I'll have to stamp the sentiment first and see how wide my strip needs to be. So let's create our fig paper here, and we're just doing, whoops, I meant to get water all over this. There we go. And just like that. Yeah. So it kind of gives it a watercolor wash look. Oops, starting to curl on me. That's all right. We'll tape it down. And all right, so if you ever find yourself without the color you need of cardstock, you can just create it yourself with ink and white. So there we go. I'm going to flatten that out, and I'm just going to stick that right across there. I don't really like that white up there. I'm going to add a little bit more there. Oops, I don't want that much. There we go. There. Okay, yeah, that's better. And I will need to dry this paper one more time. All right, now that I've got my paper, I'll try to get all the warpedness out of it. That's one thing about water and paper. It does like to curl the paper up. Okay. Oh yeah, that's going to be really cool looking. And then a white strip with my saying. Now, what saying do we want to use? So I'm looking here. Life is tough, but so are you. You are, the U's kind of big. So I think I'm going to skip that. Well, thank you. Thank you's cute. Ooh, decisions. It's so difficult. So like I said, I've got the big U and then are beautiful or are wonderful. Thank you. Oh, this is so hard. Help me. Here we go. Life is tough, but so are you. Oh, you're the reason I smiled today. I didn't see that one earlier. Okay, I'm going with the thank you. Okay. And, oops, it goes there. My block. I'm going to do it in the fresh fig just to stay in the color family. Oh, I need a piercing pad. Remember, when you're using photopolymer stamps, you want to have a foam mat underneath so you get a good clean image. All right, and I'm going to be trimming this, so, oh, I forgot, I've got some stars here. I can put, yeah, this is going to be cute. Okay, here we go. Put that right there. Perfect. And then my snips. Actually, I want to make sure that's straight. I'm going to use my trimmer. Usually I'll just cut with my snips and be done with it, but when you want a perfectly straight edge, let me turn that around there. There we go. Let's make it at, will that be even? It's going to be a little high on the top. Come in a bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, what I was saying was on the stamp set, we also have this star here. So that would look really cute on there. Okay. And you know what? Let's continue to bring interest by changing colors. Where is my mint? There it is. We'll make our star in mint. All right, we're almost done. Okay. Oh, so cute. One on this side. No, I'm going to cut the banner on that side, I think. Yes. Okay. So we're just going to, you know what though? I just can't stop myself. I am going to twist it and make it a 6-petal star. Oh, how fun. There we go. Now that's a flower. Cool. All righty, we're done. We just got to put this together and see what you guys think of this. So all I've used on this alternative card, first I used my sketch right here. I just have cardstock, watercolor paper, and watercolors, the stamp, and that is it. Now, because this watercolor paper is, this paper that I watercolored on is kind of warped, I'm going to be putting a lot of tape on it. Actually, I'm going to put glue on it. Glue will really hold it down, especially our liquid glue. It is like the king of stick, if there's such a thing. Okay. Okay, I gotta hold it there for a little bit. Go. And I noticed, yeah, that's all right though, but you can see how I've kind of let it slip a little bit on that side and then it came over that side, no problems. Just take my snips here and trim this off. There we go, perfect. Now, I want to make this a cute little flag, so I'm going to snip this right here. And the way I do cute little flags is I just snip right up the middle, and then I turn and I go from the corner to where I snipped. And there you go. I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. And so let me grab some. There they are. Very cute. Pull this down. I want to attach this to the card base. I'm looking for my snail tape runner. Just center that with little eye. There we go. Got that on there. Now, a couple more things. In my example, I have some rope behind these cowboy boots. I thought it would be fun. We have this linen kind of ribbon, linen ribbon. It's really cool looking. I thought that would be fun to put on the back. So the way I put ribbons and things on the back, I keep it on the spool. I run tape across the middle. Then however much I want to stick out, so like that much I want to stick out, then I come over here and I loop it. And I loop it. Okay. Cool. And then I snip it. Okay. And I'm going to put that right there. Now, it did go a little bit over the card, and because I wanted to fit in an envelope, no probs. I'm just going to twist it so that my rope kind of goes at an angle. Or I could, no, I think I'm going to just make my loops just a little smaller. There we go. There. Oops, kind of going all over the place here. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, there we go. Let's trim those off. Okay. Yep. All right, and this needs to be up because the ribbon, whenever you put a three-dimensional element, you need the pop dots to keep it so it'll stay stuck to the card. And there we go. Almost done. How long have we been doing this? Oh goodness, almost an hour. Wow. Well, I had a couple of flub ups I had to fix. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to center that. There we go. And last but not least, watercolor paper is textured. The snail just doesn't work very well because of that. So I always use glue whenever I am gluing down watercolor paper, or dimensionals. Dimensionals are really strong. Dimensionals could hold this too, but I'm just going to use glue. And oops, not quite centered. There we go. Oh, one more thing. I totally forgot. Well, it's okay though. Our teacup is kind of floating on this card. It just doesn't really have, it's not secured anywhere down. It's not sitting on anything. And one way to fix that is you can put a little shadowing. Where's my black ink? All right, so I don't want it too dark. Just want a real light, super light water, and just kind of put some shadowing on there. And that's enough. Yay. Now it looks like it's sitting on something. Okay, so whenever you guys, if you have subscribed to the, now this was the February kit, the last day to order this was back on February 10th. But for those of you who did order it and you have it, here is an example of how you can use your stamp set after you finish putting your kit together. All right, I hope you guys like that. I'm going to lift up the camera here. Hey, you guys, welcome. I'm back. I know that was a long, I'm trying to say, demonstration, a long demonstration. I hope you enjoyed it. A few things though, let me review. I am on my Facebook Lives, I'm going through my ebook I created. This is 30 sketches with examples that I sell. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to get your ebook. So this was the third week that I've done this. I'm going to go all the way through. This week I used the paper pumpkin. So if you are not familiar with paper pumpkin, I am looking for, here it is. If you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, their birthday is April, and so for the March kit, they're giving everyone an extra stamp set. We don't know what it's going to be. Usually the April kit is birthday cards though, because it's their birthday, and it seems like the past few years it's been that way, but there's no guarantee. It could be anything. It could be an Easter, it could be anything. We don't know. So, but we do know we're getting an extra stamp set, so that's exciting. So that's Paper Pumpkin. The link to my Paper Pumpkin shop will be in the description below. And then what's my last thing I want to make sure I remember? Oh, right, Celebration. So if you are not familiar, Stampin' Up! Gives away free items in January, February, and March for qualifying purchases. And so the brand new items are the stamp set. This, it's hard to fold this around. This embossing folder. And those are for $50 purchases, and for the $100 purchase, it's a combination. It's a stamp set and designer series paper. So, and that's the stamp set up there. I didn't show that to you earlier. Okay, very cute. I hope you all enjoyed watching this, and give me a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you're on YouTube, and if you're watching at Facebook Live, I will see you next Thursday for sketch number 4. Okay, bye-bye, you guys.